Welcome back again into our backtesting session on gold. Same setup, same week. We just moved to Tuesday, London Open. So we're trying to be more aware of the time of the session where we are in. Because as you can see, it was my struggle in the previous day. As you can see here already, these were the price sensitivity areas from the day before. They were actually sort of, I'm not saying respected, but um, they sort of were sort of respected into a big range because the key levels 1781, 1778 were sort of very nicely respected, as you can see. Wait, so it's very difficult because we are in a big range. We are waiting for the NFP, but actually this was yesterday, yeah, after London close, we saw a very strong bearish move. We saw a weak wedge being created against this level, 1777. Not a key level, not nothing, but very strong reaction. But every time smaller and smaller spikes up. This is what shows you that sellers are more in control than buyers, and then you have the breakdown for like 10 pips. But even if you enter here, you still have the stop loss not getting activated, and then you get the full take profit over there. So we're not moving in a 100 pips range. This is a 90 pips range overall from top to low. So we gotta be very careful. So we got then a spike. We saw the reaction at during Asian session. In this previous PSA, waking up and it reacting to this previous PSA. Let's just jump on the hourly time frame. As you can see, we are still in this range. Yesterday we were here. We went bearish, but very slowly. Now this hourly time frame, it was on opening candle. Got a very nice rejection from these previous lows. As you can see, this is another PSA that we can mark, and it's going to be tricky. I gotta be honest, it's not going to be easy to identify which of these will be the price sensitivity areas that will be relevant. For now, my as per my safe entries, safe / medium risk entries, let me chart them up. I want to take sells if I see price resuming the trend and going below. So I might probably say even a retest of here, but multiple breaks and retests. What I want to take sells is either if I see clear double top over here and I take high risk, high reward, but look at this price action. So safe medium risk would be around here. So here, and of course the safer below this PSA. On the bullish side, if I see even a retest here, here, and then I see move up, safer only above this previous PSA on the left hand side, very high risk if I see a double bottom again here. Let's move, let's start with London session opening. We see a nice reaction, but this is the first candle of the hour. Very strong bearish, making a lower wick. Let's see if then we see the price, the trend resuming on the upside, or we see a continuation down. Sorry. Oh gosh. Here. Okay, we see price ranging, reacting there. Remember, I'm not taking sales unless we clearly close below here. So now we are starting to getting interested. But remember, the same mistake that we made the other day was to take a sell really close to this high demand area. So I'm not going to repeat the same mistake again. Okay, this might be a nice heavy skyward buy entry due to the fact of this is, as I just said, high demand entry, but it's not my entry because high demand zone. It's not my entry because we are in a range. So I want now either to break above here or break above here. Okay, so as you can see, we got very strong close, but look at the reaction. That's why I'm not considering entries below here unless we are closing below 1772.5, but due to the fact of how big it is, I will only take consideration doing NFP or doing some major report. Okay. Look how small the candles are when we are approaching this area. So a clean break and retest of this level will be a confirmation, one of the confirmations, but will not be an entry price points for me. But we'll start to see, okay, so now price is trending and we can consider entries. Okay, now we are going below the key level. Next one, this is a nice, but doesn't close with a strong, nice body. Instead, it did like 35 pips in the full in our minute candle. So what was my mistake here was to I said about it. I said about the price points of being below the key level. I was just biased that we will not get it right now. As you see, a nice rejection. This price action was not the best. And then price just melts. As you can see, retesting this previous PSA on the hourly time frame. Okay. Reacting now for now at this PSA on the left hand side. Let's see if we get the retest of the key level. Now we're seeing some reaction. Possibly price trend resuming. Might this be a good price points? Where are we? We are not in any PSA. Yeah, not getting there soon. So not really taking into consideration. I don't really know why this one is here, but it's at the previous lows, so no entry yet. This one is, I'm still pissed. I don't know if it follows my setup, if I should have taken it. I was just scared or biased. No nice body, but I mean, it's a nice, I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. Let's see now price action from here. Okay, nice reaction at this previous PSA. Now we have this retest take into consideration or possibly price trend resuming, of course, below the PSA. Okay, same candle as this one. We have the break and retest. Let's see if we now break below. Okay, looks like we have no clear idea of buyers or sellers in control. Okay, we're coming towards the end of the second hour of London Open, which will bring me to directly to New York Open. Okay, yes, so let's jump into New York. No trade taken. This setup went down, went up, and then went down again. Will not be a nice entry unless I took it impulsively below here for 40 pips. But anyway, no FOMO, we're going to go to New York Open. Okay, as you can see, price was ranging. Didn't give you any confirms of entry here. And then the retest. It could have given you the retest right here, as you can see. This is the idea. If you enter it like 15 pips, you know, get stopped out and you get the full take profit. Because of what I'm referring to is this previous PSA expected on the dot. Anyway, I didn't take it. This is not a PSA, but it can be charted as a PSA because of these previous highs, rejection, 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 rejection. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the break below, we have the break and retest with the possibility of entering. Do we have the confirms that price is trending? Let's see. So you have bullish trend, the reaction, this previous PSA at this level, which was a very, very strong support, as you remember. Very, very strong. You have confirmation, you have a break, you don't enter. I'm not talking about entering this first candle. You enter the break, retest, respecting this PSA, nice candle body, bullish bearish candle body, and you are entering. You can have it. I think it respects my setup, and you get your full take profit as well. This was my entry. From here, I told you I would like to take an entry below this PSA. Exactly, you see here. It's the first candle top, so it's a risk reward, but you get your 30 pips very easily. After that, you see price ranging, not giving you much chance of entering. Only above here, you have the confirmation of the price that is clearly trending because it's breaking above this previous PSA, this previous PSA, break and retest, give you just 20 pips. So not yet, not a winning trade. We are still rejecting the key level for the third time. As you can see, this could have been a nice entry just 10 minutes before New York Open. No, it's too close to New York Open to enter for me. So on the hourly time frame, what I want to see, we are clearly in a bearish trend. What I would like to see is top wick and then continuation down. Otherwise, if I see that there's a lower wick and then a continuation up, it will be the continuation of this trend. But let's see the first candle of New York goes down and then impulsive up. So you might validate the idea of, okay, this is a bearish lower wick, and then very strong liquidity grab, reacting exactly at this previous PSA. If we break above here with clear candles, we can validate the bullish trend. You see some reaction at the key level. You see here very small wick, but closing very bearish, very weak. Still, you might have gotten your 27 pips. Where is price reacting? Let's check on the left hand side at this previous PSA zone area. There you go. Let's see, what we want to see is another retest, either of this PSA or either the key level, for price to continue up. Very strong bearish candle, close below. Okay, so now we're still reacting at this previous PSA, so it's not yet confirmation of bearish trend unless you took very high risk high reward entries over here. Price is melting down, but is still reacting at this previous PSA. Do we have the confirmed price is trending bearish, which is our main bias? We can have, because we broke below this PSA, we tested it, but we are still at this strong PSA. Do we have a range, enough range? Yes. So what for my checklist, we have rejection, break below. We are our main bias, as you can see, is bearish. We see a very big rejection of New York. You can validate as a liquidity grab. You have this confirmation. You have the candle closing below and traveling below these previous lows, and you have plenty of range to go here. This sensitivity area, yes, cause reaction, but not necessarily will cause rejection. So for me, it's fine to enter sells, and let's see how it goes. Okay, let's see about the pips. 27 pips over there. Remember that I would take 30 pips break even. Okay, let's see. 25. Okay, not yet 30 pips. You are seeing strong reaction here in this previous PSA, and then you have your, as you can see, 30 pips. You take your partials. Okay, doesn't matter, it's not relevant. You take your partials, goes to break even, 80%. You have the full take profit. Honestly, I will take it at 45 instead of 60. Why? I don't know if it's going to react, so it's not biased, but we are at the key level where we reacted previously. So we might overshoot, but there's still this, unless I can consider taking it, because I can expect price to at least revisit with a week this TP. No, it's fine to leave it like this. Let's see. Okay, so we are up 47 pips. I put the stop due to my trading plan. If I want to take bigger take profits, then I want to secure more profit with this stop loss. So I might expect next bear candle to make a top wick and then continue at least to fill this wick on the hourly time frame. But let's see. Okay, it melted exactly. We got our 60 pips with our runner, and as you can see here, very strong. Of course, we could have got like 40 pips more. This is just an insight, but at least you got your 60 pips of profits. So this is our 8th trade, is a win. Very good. Okay. Then what you want to see is, okay, price reacting, candle flipping bull, bearish, no body. Okay, this might be a possible continuation. We are in unknown areas. We are almost at the close of the let's see. No, we are at the close of the hourly candle. Here. So this was possibly a good re-entry, not actually following the my okay, whatever you want, my setup. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, we have this range to fill. So as you can see, in continuation, we have a break and retest of this previous low. You make top weak and then flips bearish. You enter sells, 15 pips. Okay. Let me just fix this. Okay, and let's see how it goes. Okay, up 30 pips, break even, close partials, 80. Okay, now we are up 43 pips, but we were up 48, 49, 50. We can expect price to top the next key level, but as per rule, I need to secure profits, which is at least 25 pips is fine as a range, and then to get the TP hit. What I would like to do, I still don't know if we're going to reach this action. Is not good, so I might even consider take the full let's see the next candle if I want to take the full 3 to 1 profit. Okay, we are seeing price react. Okay, nice, 33 pips. So I put it at 3 to 1. I don't care if it gets stopped out sooner. Very good. They take profit over there. Okay, let's see. Okay, we don't care. So actually, we took this one was the 9, this was the 10th. So we actually got our last two of this batch. 9 win and win. And this is why you don't never know when price is going to give you the wins. Yes, you might say that this take profit. Actually, if it was live, what is happening? Okay, this trade would have give you 170 pips, because with the stop loss at 45, here when you see live this candle breaking below, you like I did now, you put the stop at 35 and then you let it run and run until you see price rejecting. So there I could have got this setup would have give you 170 pips instead of the 60. This is inside, but you see how I do my trading plan. So it's a back testing. I don't care. During live session, this would have happened in half an hour because of as long as I secure at 45 pips, I'm good to go. Stop loss here. I let the runner 20% risk free for more than 120 pips. So for now, we are closing these 5 trades. If you remember, we were down 6.2%. We are now up plus 3.16%. As you can see, these last 2 trades gave you a 9% win. So to make it, we got 6 loss, 7 loss, loss, 8 win, loss. As you can see, it's very, very important to let the winners run. Now it is 3.16. No worries. Doesn't change anything. But let me show you. Let me just give you a second with another. Let me just give me a second. Okay, I saved the simulation. So now let me go back and see if I actually got the trade. So remember we entered here. So if this trade was actually okay, you see we have we're already at 34 pips. No, we're already at 44 pips. You just leave it for now over here, wherever, or you don't have it. You have the stop loss at 45 pips. There's no reason to. We know we're going to go there. So there's no reason to. Okay, you take this one. You are very, very safe. You take the next key level. You are safe because even if it goes over there, you have your 1 to 3 risk to reward. You can even now put it below here. So my other entry was here in the middle, exactly. Okay. Give me you here. Now you start spotting the exhaustion. So you're not stupid. You either, because this is, you put it to 45 pips, as I told you, or 30 pips. I think it didn't get to 45. I don't remember already. And this other, you don't want, of course, to get only 45 pips out of it. You put it over here or over here. You don't care. Okay, you see this one. Get stopped out and take profit because of the key level. And look at the difference. 9%. It's plus 6% only thanks to this. Letting the 20% run more. Exactly the same, 6% only for that one trade. And this is it. This was the other, of course, it's not the simulation that we played with, but we're going to see next time